Third on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie. This flex know they ready. See, we're not the ride nobody wave. We're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yani had to buy, Yani had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it. That's how you know we lit.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. For the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Got his man, that's Harry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. On first down, it's Fields. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Fields again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Fields. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Did you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Here's Fields. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. That third down conversion good for 23. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They stretch it out left with Collins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That's been a pretty darn good drive to start things off here in this game. Move the ball downfield well, and after that run, they're set up at 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Fields. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Out of the gun, Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. N'Keal Harry, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bears put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And it's now a 7-0 game. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Prescott. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Prescott to throw it. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. The Cowboys 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, you don't become a two-time rushing champion in this league without being able to shed some tackles, and Ezekiel Elliott does just that on this latest run.
Yeah, this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long.
Kill! 47!
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Elliott. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Elliott. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now fourth and goal.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown.
And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a rip.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped,
and he can't get rid of it, he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Prescott.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Kill.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20. Is made right at about the 19-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Fields on target to Mooney. 1st down, Chicago. Now it's Fields.
He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. A huge play there for Chicago. 54 yards. Fields throwing again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Darnell Mooney, the target there. But it'll be second down. Fields now to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And the Bears are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. First and goal, Collins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead is up to 8. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott left side to Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. It really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 27, Prescott. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Cowboys get a late score here, the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
Here we go 47. Here we go 47.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on it. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Buying time to his left. That's complete to Mooney. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing again is Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Micah Parsons, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Just a yard to go here on second down. Pollard going to try the right side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Inside give to Elliott. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Bearsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Now Fields.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Run of the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
But they're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Pollard.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 158. That pushes him past Randy Moss and into 4th place all time.
And the Cowboys use the short field to get in for 6.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Here's Fields.
Got a man open, that's Herring. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Arlington. been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Here's a first down run with Collins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
On 2nd and a couple, Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Bears get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing, Prescott. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now Prescott. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now that's Elliott, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
To the air again, Prescott. Wide open receiver, complete.
And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Again, it's Elliott. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. To throw is Prescott, rolling to his left.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
Fields. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Fields.
He'll find Harry on the right side. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Collins trying up the middle. And he's got room.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of 35. Prescott on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Here's Prescott.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Fields. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Here's Dak.
On the left side, Gallup's got it. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, Prescott. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And as this defense walks up.
Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me. Greenfield's finest.